We begin with all eyes on the Super Bowl. Tomorrow night, the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots will face off on the NFL's biggest stage. Both teams bring identical 14-3 regular season records into the game, along with high-powered offenses and very, very tough defenses. For a closer look at what to watch for, we're joined by Zach Rosenblatt. He's a senior writer for The Athletic. Zach, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
All right, so tell us about these two teams for people who are just tuning in for Bad Bunny or the commercials. Neither of them have made it to the Super Bowl playoffs last year. So how did they make it all the way to this game?
You know, the Patriots were the surprise. They are a team with a new coach and a young quarterback, so they were kind of one of the biggest surprises of the season, but they did it because of those two pieces. And the Seahawks, they have a quarterback in Sam Darnold, kind of a redemption story, was cut by a lot of teams, and they have one of the best defenses in the NFL, and that's kind of how these two teams have found their way to the big game.
So, Zach, do both teams have something to prove? Because this is the first time the Pats are in the Super Bowl since the Tom Brady era. And then for the Seahawks, they haven't been in the Super Bowl since, you know, they were back-to-back.
49, yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, well, the Patriots, the biggest thing is everybody keeps saying they had an easy path to this Super Bowl, so everybody's like they don't deserve it. So they're trying to prove that they deserve
Why
this.
did they have an easy path to the Super Bowl?
They played, you know, some backup quarterbacks, and their schedule is easy during the regular season, is what people are saying. And you know, the Seahawks, they haven't been this far in a long time. So these are two teams they played in the Super Bowl like a decade ago, and they're getting another shot at each other.
So Kelly O'Grady is standing by in Milan. She's a big Pats fan. Kelly, I know
she's
you have
going to
a
not
question.
be very happy about that take.
Yeah, easy schedule. Okay, I don't want to hear that.
I didn't say I agree with it.
Fair point, fair point. Zach, as they said, I'm a huge Patriots fan. My producer, Elizabeth Campbell, she is also a huge Patriots fan. We're going to be watching it very late here in Milan, as many other American fans. And so I have to ask you, I've been asking everyone here who is an American, who is your pick, Seattle or Patriots?
I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I just think Mike Vrabel he's one of the best coaches in this league, and I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people on Sunday.
Well, so this is the first time both of these coaches.
I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Zach, you don't have to say that.
I'm just sucking up to her now.
Well, but to your point, right? This is the first time both of these coaches are coaching in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What tell us about them?
Well, so Mike Vrabel, you know, he coached in Tennessee, but he was a player for the Patriots for a long time. He won a few Super Bowls there. He was fired by the Titans, and he spent a year off. And actually, in between, I did this story where I spent a lot of time with him to learn about, you know, what he was looking for in his next team. And a lot of things he talked about have came true. And so you know, and Mike McDonald, he was just hired a year ago. He's in his second year as a coach. And so this is a pretty remarkable matchup of two coaches who nobody would have expected.
Well, clearly there were good choices for coaches. What about the players? Who are you watching?
You know, I mean, the obvious one for the Seahawks is Sam Darnold. He's their quarterback. He's a guy that was, you know, traded away by the Jets, cut by the Panthers. The 49ers didn't keep him. The Vikings didn't keep him. Now the Seahawks are giving him another shot. And for the Patriots, you know, Drake May's an obvious one, but they have a wide receiver I have my eye on named Mac Hollins. He's kind of a top target for them. He's been an important piece. And when he was hurt, their offense wasn't as good. And now that he's back, it's been really, really good.
All right, Zach Rosenblatt, really interesting. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.